दृढ़ता। हमने देखा है दृढ़ता एक इतनी सफलता की चाबी है। कभी डाउट नहीं उठता है ये ठीक होगा या नहीं होगा, नेवर। क्योंकि प्यारे बाबा ने समझाया है, बच्चे तुम्हारे पास ज्ञान का खजाना है, गुणों का खजाना है, शक्तियों का खजाना है, बहुत खजाना तुम्हारे पास है, पर उस खजानों की चाबी है दृढ़ता। और चाबी गुम हो गई तो फिर क्या हाल होता है, अंदाज़ा लगा के देख तो कितना भी खजाना होए, चाबी गुम हो जाती तो लगता है कुछ मैं कर नहीं सकता हूँ। इसलिए दृढ़ता की चाबी हमारे पास ना हो, जिस समय चाहे वो सब खजाना हम अपने लिए तो हमारी कुदरती, जिसके पास जो खजाना होता है वो उसके चेहरे चलन से दिखाई पड़ता है, यूज़ करता है ना, छिपा के तो नहीं रखता है ना, वो औरों को दान देता है ना तो बढ़ता है ना। इसलिए दृढ़ता के लिए एक सूक्ष्म बड़ी अच्छी विधि है, जो कभी भी वो दृढ़ता कभी कम नहीं होती। उसमें मैंने देखा है संकल्प शुद्ध हो, शांत हो, श्रेष्ठ हो, दृढ़ हो। बस पहले संकल्प की जो अंदर जो बीज है ना, बड़ा शुद्ध है, शांति वाला है, श्रेष्ठ है, दृढ़ हो गया। उसमें कई बार का अनुभव है, परमात्मा बाप ने ब्रह्मा बाबा के द्वारा बच्चे हो जाएगा, वो घड़ी सेकंड मिनट मुझे भूलता नहीं है कि बाबा ये कैसे होगा, बच्ची हो जाएगा। तो इतने ये 42 साल हो गए, तो अभी भी मेरे से अमेरिका में क्वेश्चन पूछा, ये सारी सेवाओं का इतना वृद्धि होना, तो मैंने यही शब्द कहा, प्यारे बाबा ने कहा था बच्ची हो जाएगा। प्लान भगवान के पास है, ड्रामा नूंधा हुआ है, ये सब होने वाला ही था। अभी कैसे हुआ, हम बच्चों के शुद्ध श्रेष्ठ दृढ़ संकल्प से। क्योंकि बाप हम बच्चों से पुरुषार्थ करा करके सत्य की दुनिया लाने के लिए ये इतना हमको पालना दी है, पराया है, इतना उनसे प्राप्ति हुई है, वो अनेक आत्माओं को कैसे मिले। तो उसमें देखा है संकल्प की शुद्धि, श्रेष्ठ दृढ़ता में विश्वास इतना अच्छा है, सच्ची भावना है, निश्चय बुद्धि है, उसका बल काम करता है। तो संकल्प की शुद्धि और शक्ति की कमाल दृढ़ता ऑटोमेटिकली साथ देती है। दृढ़ता से सफलता दूर नहीं है। ओम शांति।
Everyone, welcome to your Spiritual Vaccine Hour. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. Nice to have you back. Hope you're feeling fine, or at least weathering the storm of life and still finding some strengths that are coming out of you. There are times that we get these test papers in life, and they're actually there to redirect our thinking and our processes to discover a power that was sitting in us all the time, which perhaps we bypassed so many times that we didn't even recognize we had the power, but we kept turning to people, things, or places to supplement that particular power that we already had. So I hope you've been enjoying the morning segments on Wise-ish for American Meditating Radio, and it's really just 15 minutes of a power boost, and it's been a lot of fun to do, where I just basically focus very tightly on one specific message. Because of what's happening in America, I've kind of felt like I need to stay in this particular zone to keep spreading these vibrations of peace and love and power. And Daddy Janky, if you've been with me from the beginning of Spiritual Vaccine, you will know that she has been my spiritual mentor and the one that brought me on my path of awakening, but also that she passed away on March 27th. And so from then we were doing lots of tributes and honoring what she has done in all of our lives. So she gave this very powerful message now with the virtue of determination, and how one has to have a center, a real deep connection to Source, to God, to be able to just have this firm faith that whatever's going to happen for you, or to you, is happening for you, and it's moving you forward in life. And I think that is so important for us to keep remembering. Whatever trials, tribulations, challenges, obstacles come in front of you, you are being tested to find that power that God wants to use through you to help humanity to be a better place, but also to help you to be a better person. So feel free to send any messages in the comment field. If you're feeling okay, what's been new? Did you enjoy the conversation on the power of intention with Lynn McTaggart and myself? And we had so many visitors that came on to help us to hold the intention for peace in America. And the intention was, has it reduced, by the way? Were there any stories today, Santosh? Did anything come out? So the intention thing would be that today would be a day where less violence, and the police officers were a little bit more peaceful. Lives weren't taken today. That when individuals hold this collective intention, but you have to be very focused and very specific, it can happen. It can happen. And so she said it's very subtle. You do it, you let it go, you move on, and you trust. Then when more than 8 people come together for something good, something's going to give. Something's going to happen. And I think we have to believe in that wholeheartedly, completely. Anyway, I was just looking for comments. Today's discussion is all about finding the calm in the midst of this particular time and challenges. And of course, I could tell you a million things that you should do. But I think it has also to do with where you've been. When challenges and situations come into your life, they meet you in a way that they show you where you've been, how you've been feeling, what's been new. And when you confront your challenge and your situation, you get some insights into the stage that you are and where your faith is and where your connection is with yourself, with God, with time, with even your collective humanity. So whenever there are challenges come to help us to dig deeper and go higher. Dig deeper, go higher. Dig deeper, go higher. It's like an oxymoron, isn't it? How can I dig deep to go high? Deep is to go beyond the superficial patterns of thinking and tap into the original, eternal, powerful patterns of thinking that determine that you know for sure, I'm a soul, I am immortal, I am imperishable, I am pure, I am light. I am light. So, wonderful thoughts, right? Everything has to do with the way we think. I was talking to a friend, what's the collective thinking in our country that we have warranted this vibration? And even though I know that changes are going to come, like Lynn said yesterday, the Me Too movement initiated change in the corporate and the business sector, in the work ethics. So what will be the change from this passing of George Floyd? And what has shifted in you so far? It's a great challenge. For 2-3 months we were told to stay at home, keep 6 feet distance, wear a mask, don't congregate more than 10 people. And now thousands of people are congregating. Thousands of people. Why? Because they can't hold those feelings inside themselves anymore. Something's not right. So sometimes when something's not right, pain becomes a signal. Mental pain, emotional pain, physical pain, financial pain, relationship pain is a signal something's not right. So when you get the signal of something's not right, the next step is to find the cure, to do something about it. Well, where do I go? What's the source of the pain? What's the cure? And when you can identify the source of the pain, then you make the choices. What do I do? What do I not do? Right? And so when you make those choices, then you start to change the energy of the vibration that's been feeding the pain. And a lot of us get used to feeling pain for a long time. A lot of us get used to being in a state of being challenged for a long time. A lot of us have gotten used to mayhem, chaos, confusion, anxiety, despair, darkness, fear. We get used to it. And we actually don't even know what it feels like. Today I was thinking, a friend of mine, Carolyn Mace, she was sharing with me about the importance of love and how love heals. And I was remembering another friend of mine, Dr. Habib Sagedi, who is the founder of the Global Love Button Movement. And he runs a wonderful facility in California called The Beehive. And he does a great book called Zen Den, I think is the book. Beautiful, beautiful book. But he does a lot of work in holistic healing. But he also said that, he had testicle cancer and he healed himself with love. And I was thinking about this whole idea when Carolyn was saying about love. And today I was thinking to myself, have I really tapped into what love feels like? And I want to throw that question out to you too. Have you tapped into what love really, really, really feels like? And not only have you tapped into it, but have you sustained it and have you grown it? I was remembering many, many years ago when I went to Mount Abu, India, the headquarters of the Brahma Kumaris, and I felt a love from God that was indescribable. I didn't care what my name was, my body, where I came from, how much I had, what I didn't have. It was just the most overwhelming experience that opened me up and broke an image that I thought was valuable, was loved, was loving, was important. And it was as if that energy from God just bashed through the window of that image that I was carrying. And that energy that I was holding and carrying for all those years was nothing compared to the love that I felt from God, the divine. It was absolutely nothing. And so as we look at these particular times of great challenge, stress is up, children are home, people are fired up, job loss, leadership insecurity where we don't trust leadership fully, at least some people don't. Questions about your health, questions about the future. A lot of these thoughts can create a lot of anxiety and a lot of fear in your system that you get so scared that you don't know what to do or where to go or even who to turn to. Thank goodness we've got spiritual vaccine that we can turn to every hour, right? So at least we can get some kind of a spiritual injection for the day to keep us going for another day at least. But the fact that all of these factors are here and not everybody knows where to turn to be supported, to get help, to be healed, to be cured. So love, have you felt unlimited love? And I don't mean physical love, that is based on a relationship where you fell in love and it was the number one best person in the world. I don't mean the love that you have for your mother or your father, the love you have for your best friends. Oh, the love you have for cake or cookies. Oh, that's a different kind of love, FYI. The love you have for fast cars or sports cars or nice clothes. None of that kind of love. That's not even it yet. But I'm talking about real, deep love. Love that will not even question or hold the energy back when you remember that person that gave you the most sorrow. Do you love that much? Have you loved that much? Ask yourself. And is this the kind of love that we need to pull us through these particular challenging times? How do I love my way into getting a new job when I'm jobless? How do I use love to somehow attract money into my life? How do I use love to forge great relationships? What is this energy of love like? How can it heal the human spirit? Anyone has any thoughts? Give me some sharings online right now. Tell me, what's been your definition of love and what has it felt like to you? And I'm going to just go sneak peek to see if you have any thoughts to share, because I really think it's such a powerful force, something that's really needed in the times of today. And how does this love function through you right now? How is it functioning through you? So, Ivy, Om Shanti, beloved sister, glad to know that you're on today, sharing your love to your sister Jenna. Ashley said, yes, I'm still learning as I grow in love. Yes, yes. So, I have felt pure love and do constantly work on it. Sometimes it's hard when you have negative energy around you. We need good love energy to come from within, not from without. Exactly, Darlene. Now, when you're in that love mode, what are the kinds of thoughts that you would have? Let's say if I tell you, think of the officer that took George Floyd's life. How does love respond to that? Any answers? Hi, Darren. Nice to have you. I've been enjoying some of your posts. You're so adorable. Roz, nice to have you from Florida. Christina, glad you took the Raj Yoga course. Hope it was very useful. Can't wait for you to come onto the advanced classes. So good to have you. So the question here is, you've got some questions on Zoom too. Hi, my Zoom family. Hi, Om Shanti. Hi. So tell me, what's your what does the love feel like, right? So I've told you, I have chosen not to look at the video of George Floyd's taking his last breath. I've only seen snippets of it on camera. But let's say that you're full of it. You're full of love. How would you think about that officer that put his knee in his neck that was the result of the taking of his life. Please slow down and think about this, everyone. If you're full of love, I mean love with great power, how would you see that scene? Take some time. Send me some of your answers. What are the answers that I'm getting? I know I'm giving you some homework tonight. This is what to do. It's Thursday. It's almost Friday, so. Thoughts in the love mode, respect and understanding. Unconditional love of self has resonated me back to the divine love. Yes, Ashley. Unlimited access and supply of grace and mercy. Okay. Anybody has an answer? I know it's a big one. You see, everyone's scared to give me an answer to this question. But I think it's really important.
One mayor says, love is the most powerful force in the universe, the essence of who we are.
Thank you, Bonnie. Nice to have you on. I'll call you later. So, on a very practical level, you are filled with love. You're witnessing a person who has an interpretation, obviously, in his head that people with a particular color are less than, okay? It could be just something he's carrying, like maybe I carry with me the idea of love one another, love everybody, right? Even though it can get me into trouble. But you know that there's been a lot of pushback because of your race, if you're brown or black. You know that you have to work 10 times harder to get what an average person in America would get. You know that even you have been conditioned to believe certain things about your own people. Then comes this one person performed one act, and the whole world has awakened. And in a weird way, I feel like the way everyone's been protesting, it's a love, it's a fiery love that's coming up that wants a change. Not only change within oneself, but also a systemic change, right? But if I'm filled with unconditional, I don't want to use unconditional love, because that's not yet apparent in our humanity. But when your spirit is just full of it. And now I'm going to ask you to just imagine that you're full of love. And you watch that scene. What comes out of you? The first thought that comes in my mind is compassion for the both souls. That's only if I'm full of love at that moment, as I'm looking at the scene, like I'm visualizing it because I saw the pictures of it and I've been hearing the murmurs of the story. And I'd look at it and I'll just, if I'm full of love, like, what would be my reaction? It's a fascinating question to ask, because we're in such a position of pandemonium and chaos and confusion and anxiety and doubt and fear that we want to love our way through it, but the love is really finding a hard place to sit in the heart, So I just thought that was really important to ask. Meenakshi, you said that love with God, the Supreme, is important. Yes, Ranju, it's a very, very, very touching topic. Nicole, I heard you did the course. Congratulations. Now you go on to intermediate, and then from intermediate, then we'll be able to get you on regular classes. So Nicole is, if I'm full of love, I think I would feel mercy for both men. Exactly, right? And how often do we do this? So yes, you're so right. America's best came out not only in this country, but around the world for the support of George Floyd. Yeah. So Tina says he really feels like he needs God's love. So I can't see those on the... can you read those for me, Santosh, on Zoom?
Samantha shares the impact of this is more troubling than coronavirus.
The impact of this has been more troubling than Corona, Samantha. I agree. I agree.
And Julio says, love is not thinking about you but the other. It's the exchange of energy where given and receiving is equal, balanced.
Yes.
It's about seeing the other happy and smiling. This fulfills the soul. It's observing and acting like nature does.
Right. Thank you, Julio. That's nice. Because what do I need to remain calm during challenging times? Just a question. Would it be love? And I know we throw love around really, really easy. And we just go, love, 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 love. Love is in the air. And we throw it around like it's nothing. But in reality, for me to stay calm, do I need to be in a loving place? And I'm just looking for more questions to be able to answer.
Samantha shares that he is a lost soul that needs our love also.
Yes, yes. So Vashti was saying that I really couldn't bear from my heart to see it. So in one way, what I've noticed, everyone, the mixture in all of us is that we're naturally born with a lot of love, and we have a lot of love. But over a period of time, when we see the same body every morning, which is our own, when you see the same body all the time, you start to get attached to it. When you see your same color skin, you get attached to it. When you see the same gender, you get attached to it. If you have a puppy, you see the same puppy, you get attached to it. You wake up every day in the same country, you get attached to it. You go to the same job, you wear the same clothes, the same style, you get attached to it. And I think what happens, and I think this is really important to hear, everyone, that when we feed the energy of attachment more, the love gets stifled. The love is there, but it's stifled. And it wants to breathe and it wants to live, but I keep blocking it. It's like the sun. Isn't the sun always out in the daytime? But some days you'll go, oh, it's so cloudy. There's no sun today. But the sun is out. It's just the clouds. It's the clouds that's covering the sun, but the sun is out. It's the same thing with love. The love is there to anchor me and to keep me calm during challenging times. But then I respond with attachment. And that attachment, if I'm attached to the color of my skin, my gender, my role, my country, my language, and you challenge me, or you denigrate my gender, or you denigrate my role, or the color of my skin, I lose my calm. And I feed the challenge. And I move so far away from me. And I get caught up in all the chaos and all the confusion. You know, if I go through a particular tough time, I will turn to souls who I know are well intended for my life, but even I can feel their spirit is pure, and I'd say, just send me your blessings. This is what's going on. I need your good wishes. I want all of us just to focus on helping. That's my love speaking. But if I was attached, I would be like, what do I do? How do I handle this? Where do I go? It makes you chaotic. So if you want to find your calm, find that love in you that comes from Source, that is unlimited. Unlimited. Despite the clouds that might come and go, or the storms, you always know, but the sun is there. The sun is there. You enjoying? You enjoying the chit chat? Samantha, nice to see you. Jennifer Scotland. Om Shanti. Hi, Nicole. Oh, I didn't know you were on Zoom. Now I'm seeing you all on Zoom. Praveen Bhai, so good to see you. You're all such good students. Aditi, Zeenath, Om Shanti. Warm welcome. Hi, Donna. Nice to have you. Welcome. Would anyone like to share anything? Anyone has a thought that they would like to share with me? It doesn't have to be on the chat. Who's that? Nikul Kumar? Om Shanti. Nice to have you. Lots of love to you. What? Look at you. You look great. Anything that you'd like to share, if you'd like to unmute your, or raise your hand and they will unmute you. Anything that's touching your heart right now that you'd like to share. Pravin?
Hi, good evening. Sister, you just put a comment, I forgot to put the name there. With all the love, I have, and if I see the incident, still in my mind, I think that could be a sort of an anger inside.
Yeah.
But how can it happen? Because, being a human being, I'm not a Jesus, nor Mahatma Gandhi or Dr. King.
But what if you are? But what if you are? I bet you they've thought that too. What if they...
Then yes, that is the question, that you should forgive him and just pray that the person, can't realize what he's done. I was thinking that even if I'm slightly below that, then that anger would come up.
Yeah. And I think the anger, Praveen, is that it's coming from the attachment. That I'm attached to the notion that everybody should be kind and nice to each other. Like, I'm attached that we should all love one another and be loving and be sweet and be understanding, and instead we get something else. And I think the attachment to the interpretation that everybody is good and everybody should always be good gives us a lot of sorrow. Because in reality, if we grow up, there are some souls in this drama of life that have a particular part that they play that isn't the saint or the angel, but is on the other side. They're playing the part of the Joker. And we've seen for thousands of years, there's always been a villain in the scene. It's as if they're there to move the story forward. And I wonder if we can transform the energy of attachment, having this interpretation that there are particular periods in people's life where they won't always be good, and maybe even in mine, but that they won't always be good. And then I start to accept the soul is playing their part. Because I would never do what that person did, at least not now. But I wonder, that particular soul that took that soul's life with his knee, did he even think one day that he would have done that? I bet he didn't. But he was walking around with thoughts that might have been, oh, these people, that people, this race, that race. And as a result of that energy compelled him to perform an action that was detrimental not only to his destiny, but might just have become the catalyst for change in this country. We can't always try to figure out the mysteries of the universe, I tell you. But I go back. Is the calm that we seek rooted in our ability to love so fiercely, so deeply, so much? And what does that love feel like? And from my understanding and my experience, it can't be attached to name, gender, role, religion. It's just love within the spirit that is an inheritance from the divine. And it's never been compromised. Even if the clouds come, the sun burns right through it. Says, move out of my way. Love are coming through. Move out of my way. And in the same way, I was thinking about, Santosh and I were talking about a young man who was dyslexic. I used to stutter so much I couldn't even finish the sentence, so give me some grace here. Anyway, he was dyslexic. There's certain words I still struggle saying some words. It's so weird. Anyway, he was really treated pretty badly, and we were remembering a few students that have come through our doors that everyone had given up on. And just last night, Santosh and I were saying, remember so-and-so? Yeah, and look at how great he's doing. And look at how good she's doing. And we both said, all they wanted was love. And that was all we gave, was love. And that was the love that shifted them. They went to every expert. And all we gave was love. And that turned all those souls around. I'm not saying it worked on everyone, because it hasn't. I think maybe we weren't in a place of full love, or maybe they just weren't in the mode for love. What was it? I had put on a program or something, and I tend to sometimes push off a little bit too much attention and too much, too much on me, right? And I hosted a big event, and from the event, all the people were just so appreciative of the program that they were kind of coming after me to lift me up. You know how you lift up people, and she's a jolly good fellow, and I started to literally run from everyone instead of just standing in grace and just going, guys, thank you so much. I didn't know it would have impacted you so much. And I thought back to that scene many times. I said, why did you run from love? And I said, because I don't know, I just wasn't ready. I'm not worthy. I'm scared of being attached. All these answers would come up. And now if you were to run after me and lift me up and say, she's a jolly good fella, I'd be like, yeah, don't stop. Let's go for it. Life is so funny, isn't it? So, in order for you to find your calm during your most challenging times, I call in each and every one of you. Turn your attention behind your eyes and take some time to feel the essence, the energy of the spirit, the soul that is in charge of your physical life. And as you're behind your eyes and you're asking yourself, who am I? What am I? Tell me, show me. You'll start to feel your essence emerging. Peace and purity and love. You'll start to see actions that you've done that you could have done better. You'll start to see that you are going to do certain actions that will be the best. You can feel confident in that. And then you'll start to feel the energy of God's love kind of surrounding you. Like, oh, the soul is ready to receive. Remember, the sun is always out. And then finally the soul will just say, yes, I'm ready to be filled. I'm ready to be filled. I want to walk with the fullness of this love and speak with the fullness of this love. I want to handle every challenge with the fullness of this love. I want to breeze through every test paper with the fullness of love. Why? Because we're here to love. This is our calm in the storm. I'm going to play a meditation for you. I want you to go deep into it. It's a good 10 minutes, okay? You take a deep breath. You breathe in deeply. Go into the guided journey of the meditation. When we come back, we'll experience more calm and more love together. Enjoy.
accept myself now. My past, my aspirations, my hopes, my dreams, my achievements, and my mistakes all merge within the present moment. I relax into who I am. I accept myself as I am. I tune into the silent stillness of my being and connect with the original qualities of my spirit. Gentleness, strength, happiness, with gentleness, I live a life of love. Not control, love. I have the strength to pursue my own journey, to find truth, and to live truth. When I am at one with the love inside me, I experience happiness. In the pure simplicity of my spirit, I find only love. Not the desire to control or direct, but real love. A love that surrounds me in gentleness and acceptance, contentment and humility. I am love. I allow the experience of love, not seeking it externally, but recognizing it as part of my inner nature. I feel the power of this love, uplifting me and awakening my innate divinity. I become love.
to radiate through my spirit and reveal itself in my thoughts, my words, my actions. I observe without judgment, and I reveal love. I speak without arrogance, and I teach love. I act without complexity, and I become love. As I become love, I become divine. I am divine, and my life expresses the pure gentleness of my spirit. I feel a deep sense of belonging to the world, and the world belonging to me. Through the power of my own divinity, I cooperate with love's task of revealing truth. And healing the world.
Om Shanti and welcome back. That moment of pause to reconnect to your love within you and to be able to sustain it is so important. You know, I do my own life review and I look back and I say, wow, if it wasn't for the experience of God's love, I'm not sure if I would have ever learned what love really felt like. I don't know if I would have really known what it felt like. And even though I've had deep experiences of love that's so pure, still the attachment comes in, and the attachment creates an issue. So, question, anybody has any thoughts on Zoom that they'd like to share, or anything in your heart that you'd like to express during this particular period of time? If you're on Zoom, raise your hand and wave them in the air like you just don't care. But just to, you know, life. But do tell me how you're feeling, or if there are any thoughts in your mind. Denise says, hi, I'm new to meditation. Can you give me some help on where to start? Oh, Denise Withers, warm welcome. So glad that your destiny and your karma has brought you the spiritual vaccine. I would recommend, if you look at the Meditation Museum YouTube, there are so many sessions for meditation. But the first and foremost thing that I would recommend for your meditation is pause, just like start where you are, and find one thing about you that you really appreciate, and look at it honestly with love. And then I'll ask you, let it go. Let it go and observe the feeling. Is there resistance or is there a flow? Then you'll realize that that quality was divine and God-given. If there's a resistance, you're forcing yourself too much to fulfill that quality, maybe because of imposed restrictions from family or society. Because I look at meditation as a real deep, honest reflection with oneself. So start with something that you think you really love about yourself. Look at it, feed it well with the right thoughts, let it go and see what you feel. The second thing, I'd like you to practice reminding yourself, I am a peaceful, pure, and loving soul. I am a pure, peaceful, and loving soul. Say that until you feel it, you've started to meditate. All right, Marissa, you missed the foundation course you intended to attend but missed the date. Is it held again? I think Santosh can put in the website for information how to connect with it. 80, nice to have you. Love feels like a sting sometimes when I hear the word, maybe just the word. Hi, Kailash, nice to have you. Louise, nice to see you and have you back, sister. It's such a good practice to embody. Meenakshi, I used to get angry now. My anger has vanished after the course, thanks to the whole team of the BKs. Thank you, Meenakshi. And if you get angry tomorrow, don't blame us. What I mean by that is we encounter layers. So now you've hit a layer. Fantastic. Don't give up. Keep going deeper. Keep going deeper so you can go higher in your volume of your opposite to love would be peace. Opposite to anger, opposite to anger would be peace. Opposite to attachment is love. Opposite to greed is joy and contentment. Opposite to ego is self-respect and truth. Opposite to lust or impurity is purity. So once you start to go deeper inside, you get into these different layers within your consciousness here, within the soul. You start to really feel the energy of God's light just really starting to emanate more and more through you. I'm not saying you're not going to be challenged. We're all going to be challenged. Always. Because of the environment that we're in. But also because of the truth and the love that lives in us. It wants to come out. So situations will come to help us to bring it out. Okay? All right, Marissa. Glad that you got the information. Anyone else with any thoughts? Komang Inna, welcome. Om Shanti, my sweet, sweet beloved sister Portia. Namaste. Nicole, love is the center of calm. Yes, love is the center of calm. You know, I've learned this from Gandhi's and from so many other leaders that the more loving and peaceful I am, I disarm my enemies. They just don't know what to do with it. And they feel so foolish when they're in front of a very, very peaceful and loving person. They just feel foolish. And I feel like that's the best weapon one can have nowadays, because the other ones give too much sorrow. Tejadora from New York City, welcome. Hope you guys are doing well up there. All right, any other thoughts? Rita from Australia, hello there, mate. Nice to have you from down under. All right, so we'll come to a close for tonight. Any other thoughts on your mind? Please tell me now, or forever hold your love. Thank you, Rita. Glad that you're enjoying. Satya Shah, thank you. Hope to see you when all the lockdown is over. Shi Pastera Kosep, interesting name, thank you. Sudha, all souls are equal. Arlene, spiritual love keeps us going every day. Lee Marlene, thank you. This is really the place that can keep your calm. Yes, yes. Okay. So, the world continues to turn. We come and we go in each other's lives. We find each other and things open up. And then sometimes we lose each other. I don't feel we lose, we transition from each other. It's like we come into each other's life for a particular time. We're supposed to offer our best. And I think if we can do that peacefully and without wanting much in return, we'll stay connected for such a long time. Maybe even for many lifetimes. You've met people now. All you said was hello, but you feel like you know them forever. You don't even know their last names. You know how many good friends I know who have no idea what my last name is? But they would take a bullet for me, and I the same. We have no idea of each other's last names. But we've known each other for 20, 30 years. So find your calm in the midst of your challenge. And experiment with this thing. Can you love that much? That you are just so compassionate towards yourself and towards others. It's a homework assignment. Thanks for joining us tonight, and hope you enjoyed this evening's vaccine time together. And just sending you lots of pure feelings and good wishes. Thanks for all your support and all your blessings. Good night. Good night, my Zoom family. Good night, the angels on Zoom. Be well and take care of yourselves. I'm longing to hug a human. But good night. Be well.